Well, hello out there. Yeah, that's me again. I just putting some thoughts for today together. Thought I'd put a little video together and see how that goes. I think everybody's been watching the news. We know what's happened up there in Colorado. That's pretty tragic. That's a shame. Of course, now everybody's wanting to control guns. Let's ban guns. Let's outlaw guns. You know, it killed 12 people, shot up a bunch more people, and they were saying new laws and banning stuff, and it's a gun-free zone. I guess the way the town is, it's pretty much, they don't like firearms there and stuff. They got a lot of laws and stuff to prevent, for stuff. And I don't see how banning guns is going to help it. If I took a hammer and went over and beat my neighbor to death with a hammer, the next week somebody else done the same thing, we're going to outlaw hammers? The Second Amendment, it wasn't about deer hunting or having guns sitting around to look at. It was to protect us from our government. A lot of people, I don't think, understand that. And so, something like this happens, everybody, like Bloomberg, the mayor of New York, he thinks all the cops ought to go on strike until we get all, firearms off the streets. I don't see how that's going to work. When they outlaw guns, the old saying is, the only people with guns are going to be outlaws. I don't know if these liberals and progressives, or whatever they're called, understand when they start taking away everybody's guns, the outlaws probably won't show up. I just don't think they will. You might talk nice to them and stuff, and they might give them to you, but I'm betting they lie about having them. We sit there and all this, we probably had more media coverage over this than we had about Holder and Obama sending guns down there to Mexico by the truckloads, and some of them coming back up here and crossing the border and stuff. That kind of a story for a day or so, then it fizzed out. Nobody really cares what they done, Obama, he didn't know nothing about it, but he had an executive order to cover it, so we can't find out nothing about it. But, you look at these people, some of these people that's doing some of these crazy things, like this guy here, he's, I don't know, got all duded up, like a character in a Batman movie or something, I don't know. See him there in the courtroom, got his bad hair dye, red thing going on. Now, I don't understand guys that dye their hair, especially young guys, and they dye their hair all funky color. Everybody knows it's fake, and maybe that girls like that style. I don't know. To me, it looks different and weird or something. But anyway, what do you think if they would have had a no guns allowed sign on the back door? Maybe he would have looked at that and walked away. Yeah. But my question. Now, estimates, he had an M4 and he had a 870 shotgun, a Glock 40, and another, weapon in the car, and he had a bunch of rounds, and he had this and that. He, chunked in a couple of gas grenades and stuff, and you kind of figure it up. He's all bodied up, body suited up and stuff. And I was kind of curious where a lot of this stuff he got it, where he got the money to pay for it. I mean, I know you can walk in and buy a rifle, that's no problem. But just saying he's unemployed, some says he works at some fast food joint, whatever. He's a student. I'm curious where he got the money at, Just the cost of 4 guns all at one time like that, bam, bam. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of change. And he's supposed to put all this together in 60 days. And people, all I'm hearing is ban guns, ban guns. Nobody's asking how did he actually finance it. Who'd he been hanging out with? Where did he come up with the idea at? Now you hear we should ban violent movies. We should ban video games and stuff. People, making a bunch of damn rules ain't what's going to help us. What we need to do is start back with our kids and show them responsibility. Show them what's reality. Show them what's right and wrong. Our country's going to get in very bad shape, and it seems like, you know, everybody wants, all they want to do is make new rules. Nobody wants to be accountable for anything. I don't think that's the way to go. So, I don't know. Maybe, you know, we can get it all figured out. They, talking about those guns coming in from Mexico and stuff, and the DEA says 90% of our illegal drugs come from Mexico, and then, you know, we have money going back and being laundered and stuff. You know, maybe it'd be a good place to take our 36,000 troops or whatever we got there in Korea, put them on our southern border, and let's lock that up and see if we can't, you know, kind of control that flow. I think we'd take, you know, you take a lot of your drugs off the street, you'll take a lot of the guns off the street. You know, if there ain't no money in drugs, or if there ain't no drugs to fight over, there'd be a lot less violent on the street. But if they want to take my gun away, I ain't been out shooting nobody. But yet they, you know, don't give a dick about the border being open and drugs coming across the border and all stuff like that. Why don't the government do their job, control that, instead of bothering us about gun control laws? It's just my thought for today, people. Maybe I want to wake up and see what's going on in the world. So, with that, peace out. Talk at you later.